Hi, folks, and welcome to the Gates of Amalgam card showcase for the Granite Basilisk. In these card showcase videos, I'll kind of be going over the art process. You'll be seeing how the digitization is done, and we'll be talking a little bit about the card itself, which you will see be posted up on the screen once we get to it. As the line work gets done, let's talk a little bit about the Granite Basilisk itself. Please keep in mind when you're looking at this photo, the large black borders are not what you're going to see in the finished product. That's just for the program itself. So the Granite Basilisk is an earth mystical creature, and it's an 8 cost with a 6 health and 4 attack. While of course values can change prior to when the game comes out officially, you'll notice that again, this is an 8 cost creature, but it has such a low attack. The reason for that, or at least my reasoning, was because of the ability. While in play, all your opponent's creature abilities are disabled. That's very powerful, since a lot of Gates of Amalgam is based off of card effects and how they interact with each other. The wording of Granite Basilisk is very important. It states that while in play, all your opponent's creature abilities are disabled. What that means is that let's say your opponent were to play a card that has a stipulation of cost played. For example, the Black Hole Mage states, when cost played, search your deck for an artifact card and place it into your hand. Well, that's still the ability of the card. Granite Basilisk shuts that down. The funny thing about the fact that I'm the one that made the card and I'm already sitting here going, oh man, this card is going to be rough in certain situations, is that it shuts down one of my favorite card combinations, that of Reap and Sow. You guys have not actually seen Reap and Sow and what that combination does, but be assured it is currently one of my favorite combination of cards and how they operate. Let's talk a little about what you've been seeing here on screen when it comes to the artwork. What I was looking to do was create a snake-like creature that was broken up into bits of rock and had all different colored quartz coming out of it. Although I will say once the coloring phase begins, I decided to make one of the quartz blue. And from my 5 minutes of Googling, it seemed that there was no such thing as a blue quartz. I can't prove that one way or the other. I'm not a geologist, but I did think it'd be kind of cool to have a little blue quartz. Chatting a little bit about the art as the line work finishes and we start working on coloring. This is probably my least favorite part of the process because I can never figure out exactly what colors I want, and more specifically, I'm just not very good at shading, and I'm not as good as I want to be. So if anybody has any recommendations on how to get better, that is always appreciated. So thanks. As stated before, you can now start to see my attempts at getting different shading done. I didn't really know what I was doing. I thought by putting the little yellow marker there, that would say where the light is coming in and what's going to be hitting it. But if I'm being honest, it was still a little difficult. So I decided to scrap that type of shading and instead went with this sort that you can see here. As the quartz coloring commences, I felt it was important to have a little bit of a conversation of where Gates of Amalgam is right now. So, in case you don't know, on the Game Crafter's website, you actually can buy the Alpha Set Booster Pack, Starter Decks, or my personal favorite, the Collector's Edition, which is just all 88 cards of the original Alpha Set. That, of course, will no longer be available once Set 1 comes out. When Set 1 comes out, you will have access to the Set 1 booster packs, the Set 1 starter decks, and for, I believe, I haven't decided if it'll be a week to a month, but once it's released, there will be a collector set for Series 1, where it'll have all 247 cards. So if you're just the sort of person who likes to collect sets, this will actually be perfect for you. As well, there are ways for you as the player and community to get involved with the game. One of the things about Gates of Amalgam that I will always say is it is a community-run game. What I mean by that is you as the player have a voice in where the game goes and different cards that are made and the artwork style. For example, there are a couple of different cards that actually have other people do the artwork for it. They came and were like, hey, I want to do the artwork for that. I'm like, absolutely. I can always use the help when it comes to artwork. But I've also had people be like, hey, I think you should make this sort of card in the game. And I'm more than happy to do that. So if that's something that interests you, please remember you can go to the Instagram account that is Gates_of_Amalgam. Or you can find me on my Discord, or you can even go to the Twitch. Although I don't really do much with Gates on my Twitch account. As we put the final touches here onto the Granite Basilisk, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. It's been a huge pleasure making this video and as well making the artwork itself. If you want to actually play the game, you can through Tabletop Simulator. You'll have access to all 247 cards. So please go download it. Give me some feedback. See what you like, see what you don't like. Let me know. See what maybe I can change for Series 2. Might even be able to change a few things for Series 1. But in any case, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching and have a good rest of your day. Bye.